It's Cody here. I am going to show you step by step how to apply your 3D foundation. First, I always start off with my Stay Spray. I just put it on all over my face with my Beauty Blender. That is just going to help keep my makeup on all day, and it's got so many good benefits in it for your skin. So, first I need to cover up some of these zits that appeared from eating too much chocolate when I was on my lady time. So I'm using my contour to cover that up. If you have a darker contour, it probably wouldn't work. Astoria or Ash works really well to cover up acne and zits. Now I'm using Sunlit under my eyes, very, very minimal product, especially under your eyes since our skin is so thin. This is just covering up some of that darkness and some of that red that I have on my face. But it's perfect to use for that. And then when I'm done with that, I am gonna go in with my contour, and I use olive contour, but I can easily shade match you to all of these colors that I'm putting on my face. So you don't have to go on the website and try to guess. But where I'm going to apply my contour first, and I'm going to be using the detail brush, what you need to do is find your cheekbone and put it right underneath that cheekbone. And then be sure to blend up. You don't want to blend down with your contour. Then I'm going to be putting it on my forehead, but you want to leave that middle space blank. What we're trying to do is make the middle of our face pop. That's the point of contour. It's just creating a shadow. And then be sure to blend into your hairline. Now I'm going along my jawline and just gonna give ourselves a sharper jawline by creating that shadow there. Now I'm using the blush and bronzer brush, the more dense end, and I'm going in with my main highlight color. And I'm just going to be putting this everywhere that the contour is not. And then I'm also going to be avoiding my eye area underneath my eyes, because that's where I'm going to be putting my brightening highlight shade. And very minimal product. You really don't need a lot. A little goes a long way, and it gives you the coverage that you need. If you use too much product, you'll notice you're sticky. So just be sure not to use too much. Now I'm putting my brightening highlight on under my eyes, my forehead, my chin, and right below my nose. And I used the small end of the buff brush. And now I'm just blending those colors together with the dense end of the blush and bronzer brush. This brush is my favorite for blending. And you just kind of want to stipple it into the skin. You don't want to do a bunch of sweeping motions. And you want to be pretty gentle with it, because we don't want to move that color where we've placed it. So we want to keep it right where we put it. And this makeup blends like butter that you've kept on your counter. It blends so easily and effortlessly, basically. Now it looks like I'm just touching up over those beautiful zits. Just being sure I get those covered. And see how I'm stamping the makeup into my skin? That's what you want to do. Now I am applying the contour to my nose. This step you don't have to do, but I'm using the lip brush, and I'm just creating a small line down two lines down the middle of my nose and leaving a space in between, a very small space. And in between that space, I'll be putting my brightening highlight. But before I do that, I'm blending those lines out. You don't want to blend too much, because you still want to keep that darkness there to create the shadow. But I used the blush and bronzer brush to blend it out. And now I'm just going to get a little bit of my brightening highlight and put in between so we create a pop. And then obviously I'm going to blend that out. So cool. And now I'm just kind of blending out my contour lines. Don't want to blend it out too much because you still want to keep that shadow appearance there. I am using Desert Sunset Lip and Cheek. This color is gorgeous. It's very glossy, so it's going to give you a natural looking glow on your cheeks. But it literally does look like a sunset. It is just, it's such a pretty color, especially for summer. And it's very natural looking. Now I'm going to go in with my bronzer. This is the Bella bronzer. It is my favorite bronzer that I have ever used. It doesn't make you look orange. A little goes a long way. And you're just going to put that, I like to put it under my chin, like where my neck is, since you don't get a lot of sun there, on your forehead, and along that contour line, and where your lip and cheek is, the lip and cheek color, I mean. But it just warms your face up and gives you a really natural looking summer glow. Now I'm putting on my illuminator. Just put that at the tops of your cheekbones. This is rose gold illuminator. It's very natural, very pretty. And then I just kind of lightly brush over it to blend it. Oh my gosh, I look like I've been to the beach, but I haven't. Next, I am going to be doing my eyeshadows. I'm just cleaning my brush off with the brush tile cleaner. I'm putting Cupcake all over my eyelid, and that's just going to give us a clean palette. And then I'm going to be going in with Bubba, putting that along the crease and blending upward, trying to avoid the lid. I love Bubba. It's one of my favorite eyeshadow colors. I can use it with so many different shades. But just put it along that eyelid and blend up. So the three colors I'm using today are Bubba, Cupcake, and Oak. And now I'm putting Oak on the outer corner of my eye and blending inward. And I'm also avoiding the eyelid. And then I'm putting Bubba on my lower lash line. It's going to make our eyes appear bigger, just make them pop. And now I'm going to be putting Cupcake on my eyelid and on the inner corner of my eye. And I'm done with my eyeshadow. It's that simple. I love this look. It's very natural looking. Then I always spray my face with the setting spray, the SEINT setting spray. So it doubles as a primer and a setting spray. This is just going to help keep our makeup on all day. Now I'm using my contour to line my lips, and always line your lips starting the very, like underneath your lip line and over your lip line. You don't want to put it right on the lip line because we want our lips to appear bigger. Now I'm putting on the Desert Sunset on my lips. I seriously love this lip and cheek color. It is so pretty. And then a little bit of Photoshop illuminator on my Cupid's bow just to make my lips pop. So pretty. And the Vanilla Dust setting powder, any setting powder will work. I like the Vanilla Dust just because it is in my compact. So I'm just placing that. Most of the product I'm placing on my T-zone where my brightening highlight is, and then I'm just wiping a little bit on the rest of my face. My favorite mascara is Thrive mascara. It is amazing. So if you don't have it, you need to get it. It doesn't smudge or flake. So that's why I like it. I always had a hard time with makeup smearing like on my lower lash line onto my eyelids. Not my eyelids, underneath my eyes. And this mascara doesn't do that. And it makes my lashes look amazing. Look how gorgeous. If you want to be shade matched, let me know and I'll get you your compacts.